Hi, my name is Nicole Cruz and I'm from BSIT-2A. Ang topic po na i-discuss ko ngayon is all about IPv6 addressing and its features. First, what is IPv6? IPv6 stands for Internet Protocol version 6. Internet Protocol version 6 is an IP protocol version developed by the Internet Engineering Task Force or the IETF. Internet Protocol version 6 is the latest version of the Internet Protocol after the IPv4. It was the sixth revision to the Internet Protocol and the successor to IPv4. Meron pong differences between IPv4 and IPv6. The Internet Protocol version 4 is a protocol for use on a packet switch link layer networks. IPv4 provides an addressing capability of approximately 4.3 billion addresses. The Internet Protocol version 6 is more advanced and has better features compared to IPv4. It has the capability to provide an infinite number of addresses. It is replacing IPv4 to accommodate the growing number of networks worldwide and help solve the IP address exhaustion problem. So dito po pala sa IPv4 ay kaya mag-provide ng 4.3 billion addresses. Sa IPv6 naman po ay kaya mag-provide ng infinite number. Below is a summary of the differences between the IPv4 and the IPv6. For the number of bits address sa IPv4 is 32, while sa IPv6 naman po is 128. Sa format po ng IPv4 is decimal, sa IPv6 naman po is hexadecimal. For the capable of addresses naman po ng IPv4 is 4.3 billion, while sa IPv6 naman po is infinite number. Dito po ay nag-provide ako ng example para makita natin ang differences nila. One of the main differences between IPv4 and IPv6 is the appearance of the IP address. IPv4 uses 4 1-byte decimal numbers separated by a dot, while IPv6 uses hexadecimal numbers that are separated by colons. Always remember po na ang IPv4 is separated by a dot. Ang IPv6 naman po is separated by colons. IPv6 features. First is the larger address space. In contrast to IPv4, IPv6 uses 4 times more bits to address a device on the internet. This address can accumulate the aggressive requirement of address allotment for almost everything in this world. According to an estimate, 1,564 addresses can be allocated to every square meter of this earth. Next is the simplified header. IPv6 header has been simplified by moving all unnecessary informations and options to the end of the IPv6 header. So, those unnecessary information and option is present po sa IPv4 header. IPv6 header is only twice as bigger than IPv4, provided the fact that IPv6 address is 4 times longer. End-to-end connectivity. Every system now has unique IP address and can traverse through the internet without using NAT or other translating components. After IPv6 is fully implemented, every host can directly reach its other host on the internet, with some limitations involved like firewall, organizational policies, and etc. Auto-configuration. IPv6 supports both stateful and stateless auto-configuration mode of its host devices. In this way, absence of a DHCP server does not put a halt on inter-segment communication. Faster forwarding routing. Simplified header puts all unnecessary information at the end of the header. The information contained in the first part of the header is adequate for router to take routing decisions, thus making routing decision as quickly as looking at the mandatory header. Next is IPsec. Initially, it was decided that IPv6 must have IPsec security to make it sure that IPv6 is more secure than the IPv4. But this feature now has been made optional. Mobility. IPv6 was designed keeping mobility in mind. This feature enable hosts, such as mobile phone, to roam around in different geographical area and remain connected with the same IP address. The mobility feature of IPv6 takes advantage of auto IP configuration and extension headers. Extensibility. So, one of the major advantage of IPv6 header is that it is extensible to add more information in the option part. IPv4 provides only 40 bytes for options, whereas options in IPv6 can be as much as the size of the IPv6 packet itself. Smooth transition. Large IP address scheme in IPv6 enables to allocate devices with globally unique IP addresses. This mechanism saves IP addresses and NAT is required. Other fact is, the header is less loaded, so routers can take forwarding decisions and forward them as quickly as they arrive. IPv6 addressing modes. Types of IPv6 addresses. First is the unicast. Address of a single interface within a scope, meaning delivered to single interface. Unicast is the term used to describe communication where a piece of information is sent from one point to another point. In this case, meron lang pong one sender and one receiver. Multicast. Address of a single interface in the set. Delivered to all interfaces in the set. Multicast is the term used to describe communication where a piece of information is sent from one or more points to a set of another points. In this case, meron lang po one sender at yung information ay madideliver to a set of receiver. Next is anycast. Address of a set of interface. Delivery to a single interfaces in the set. In this case, mayroon lang one sender, but the information is sent to all the connected receiver. So, just to clarify, in unicast, there is one sender and one receiver. In multicast, there is one or more sender, and yung information po will be sent to a set of receiver. In anycast, there is just one sender, but the information is sent to all the connected receiver.